me se me peken AGYAPONG de Ghana for ka ene ye de ne ba nti wo so ton candidate me better I was my obi din was my attack obi I have been very measured in what I'm saying yes obi ntimi nkan se hu ni bi obi betima kan bi but de Ghana for ka ena me ma better ha ma ka kire mo say Ghana for se mfa ona bo ken AGYAPONG bra de ba e beto aba ma
kunwa wa ha ne ye mema nkonwa enti se wo ye oba na wo ba akra na automatically wo dane bema wo tena konwa no so pe wo be dane bema na bibia aye kama na afi ya to aso akọ yenim enso so ewo ho na maka kire se ensema wodo a abade edoson papapa na eneso Owusu Bempah enso so eye obi a formally yabeka se oye ono ana no oye spokes director Edema Ghana Gas Company Limited. Ono anano ye kasamafo. Afei se ye ka Ernest Kofi Owusu Bempah. Abo apapon ye nyina ye nim se amanyosem de ochemu Lionel Messi. Wadimo akotene ye papa ya che se amanyosem wa ya che. Esan se ye nyina ye kai se former first lady ye maame Kunadu one no anane nam JJ Lawrence na one no ana nam ti ono amanyosem de wadimu akotene panso uhia na me size pepepe wan hwa beka se onyini nanso wabo apian kasa me na da okra na edin ba kwa boys e de frɛ no yese ono no se obebobo nko ade ana kyese bibia etu atwa sanse boys e wo ho ekom ede wo mu dade ne de obesort obia out em obia enya ni da so nti boys epena sem papa na wono enene me no edi mpuni mpo a yebedi enkomo opani edisɛn
Yozo buru minua
bibia boko de
anyame adum bibia boko
da se papa se ye frɛ o wodi bibia to nche na waba mami musa abo apapon efrin
na say o Man FM emzo of kwachi ene may you so rest in peace madam fupa chese ye ne starting ene no when I go here I have a nostalgic and I say very sad experience. Say maybe no Man FM of them days with Boiling Point. Now no na me team program na mo kan about Boiling Point contribution to MPP coming to power.
Yeah.
And over Kwachi you cannot take him out. First you be starting no starting jingles no. Na me nam asalam down na me ba. Over no verse what do he? Mr. Nam Kwan so say bra now you close opening prayer. One that is a set agenda no sana enyoma akoso opposition days ye be wie na bie na ifo gina kire ha twen. It wasn't easy. Enyoma yaye to get MPP to power. And later they say to phobia take the shine and all that na mystery. Ya na mystery bibri wa boss on abo Kennedy Japan. Enyoma papa we are sacrificing when using this radio. Me say obi te say Abu Ramadan ya adoma ku bafi Samia Uku myself just say name them young boys na ye sorry ye si radio ha obsina doye no ye si radio so ha ye tata ye left right center and say Kennedy Japan maybe could make a statement that me can some issue be to do with say leadership in MPP no see change the course of leadership obitimi bie na no kase Owusu Bempah no or no come back to the NDC. Those later they say don't social media. They are the worst people that always bring the party to power. Yes, because listen, there are a lot of people knew what happened, why MPP came to power. Maybe there be an cells or Man FM have there be an cells 3 times, police station twice. That time I need to member Mama Kasano. If Ejina make us a question, we are rewinding the memories of people, and then I'll come. And then make I say, you lose 2012 a year co Supreme Court to once a year, your form will let my vote count alliance. Komusa, Dominic Wabenya, but they should go and ask. No mama whatever. Nena make Kasa warning the judges in this country. I was declared wanted in this country. And some debris. Then people be a net, omanya the nerves. I'm borrowing the words of Honorable Ken AGYAPONG. No more kasa titi social media kasa to say the omo ye mema ukruma. Ene enkophobia nya the nerves. Kasa to say omo ye eya na me dwene ho ana emsere.
Ntufu said dey na asesa party.
It's because we have forgotten said the people who made you who you are. You don't just underestimate those people because some of us and your man a lot of people I respect them. You understand, bro? Say yeah dear na you recognize it says sa nipa we are now so much are not benting. You see, there are so many things that a cause behind the scenes that time they dangerous chain they are cause and then they are cause you bibi cause you
oh and then say won say you did to tat e kon
me say enye
for jomo
mu
fie ni ade
me say de ma hu no enye bi wey once dey ba say na kan I have been a member within a political party here rising up against our own political party within Fonka Games. Do you know the threat in it? After that, I became the leading member of the Let My Vote Count Alliance. I was a member of the AFAG. Me fear Regiman wa na me da ade be chibia me so be huri war asan mako. I swear to God. Na me huri war asan ma PF. They will persecute you every day. They the motorbikes. Yeah, the Jaja bra. I don't want to talk. Na dia na ekoso. Bibi ankoso. Dia na ekoso. Na ye nyamrantie bi no mo titi social media nya podcast ke kansem hunu okroma. Na me my magazine I don't want to even glorify them because I'm in level. And your man me hu da no. Me nyi say youth be o Ghana ha no more politics more who be dada. I've been around somebody who has run a country for 19 years. I've been around somebody who is the most experienced politician in Ghanaian politics. Jerry John Rawlings and Akufo-Addo. You want to underestimate me. You do so at your own peril. You do so at your own peril. It is a bitiano or Twitter radio suno kekami history ne secrets a minimum Ghana hano. Meaning is a babubia of my age in political life in Ghana. And nimsa secret no. I'm telling you, secrets are minimum Ghana, bako semne Ghana, ye secret to Ukuman. Meaning is a babubia of Ghana ha or ye mini age, our generation, our nim.
So say
it is a politics. Now sabi obiba no be make comments. Now in Nyadwene you don't go and attack the person. Think you say you want to take political advantage of that and deal with that. Me also, but you can't bring me down.
Do you think Senko 4 person more intimidating?
Nobody can intimidate him.
But you see that
so what come in and fewer. That's just we buy our we do you want bra because me focus. I dear me I know me you because when I'm convinced I know what I'm doing. Dear me me convinced and I me me.
We are deputy director of communication at the MPP party.
Yes.
And then you know
I have a question about say Obekaya that time no na ye Fonka Games na. I was arrested in the BNI cells.
Okay.
Based on agitations against the NDC and all that, and I was arrested. BNI cells for 3 days. When I was released, people were thinking, say, ya come and what mean kase BM because of the and your mom there who intimidation and you make catch. I was billed for an interview with Kwame Sefakan on Kokruku in the morning. Daily Guide has put me on the front page, all the newspapers in Ghana on the front page. At that time, I think it was 2012 thereabout. And Kwame Sefakan was interviewing me in the morning. And he asked me a question, say, first question of frame me Obusa Medina me kan no so Bempah ugina wona aso. Uda hu gina wona aso. And I'm saying gina me na aso say aboa papa. That was it.
Ehona wunya aboa papa no. Now my yenhwe ekwan be na fa so a I mean as your age wutimi enya akwanya ene the likes of former president JJ Rawlings and then the Yirimpo I mean Abusuano ase na wushimu ankasa wo ye den na anya asa akwanya no.
You see in politics I wasn't even going to come into politics. So I will go there. I wasn't even going to come to politics. My specialty is political strategy, media, strategy and communication and PR. That's where I have my masters in communication, masters in strategic communication, and masters in journalism. So I was invited by the former First Lady after school to come and work with her. And Untina, Dame can say, I have never been a card-bearing member of the NDC. People should not mistake the situation with a normal. I have never, and I repeat, been a card-bearing member of the NDC. I was working as a staff of the former First Lady, as a PR specialist, media person, a journalist for her. When she started the Funka Games, and then I was the leader or one of the key members of the Friends of Nana Kunedu Ajman Rawlings. And that was it, basically. So from there, then I started working with her, and then the rest is history.
Se uchiko kwa wunde ne ma owo NDC mu nti oye adwuma ma ne automatically na chese na odo
no. There's a difference between being a card bearing member.
Okay.
I've never been a card bearer.
But have you been a beneficiary of the NDC?
How? Say who's speaking for, or you are standing in for the former First Lady as a PR person working for her. That's not you are not a member. I've never been a member of.
Yeah, fan say now o kasa e de mama ame no. Woni ma ame no e na ye adwuma, but mo ye adwuma no in favor of NDC. Enya sa.
Well, you can say, but she has private jobs. Be no yeah, and it's got nothing to do with politics.
Okay.
You know, say be obeko radio, so media strategy, planning, nyoma obey in terms of media analysis and all that, that was there. That was
so BB by Koba and say be per opposition na kuta at that time. No, I was say would defend the NDC as a party, pain.
I would say yes and no. It depends on the party position. Party for communication directors that time that were speaking for the party.
Okay.
And then I was speaking as an aide to the former First Lady. And she was also a former First Lady of the party and a vice chairman of the Council of Elders or something like that at that time. So it was just like that.
Okay. So Obia what me edi I mean in painful to say ewo NDC party nim. Then a buyer you could never develop some sort of interest to be within the NDC party, but rather MPP.
You see, my background, Dankwa Buzia Domo tradition. I've always been an MPP from childhood. Oh, share my background. Me ankasa, me wofa. Me ma minua Penny Bempah. If Nana Edua Sabri. Ono ye MPP chairman.
Okay.
Former chairman for Santiachim North.
Okay.
We honorable Kojo Baridua, me papa first cousin. No. Honorable Kojo Baridu of blessed memory, the former finance minister. Oko MPP ni mo founding fathers ni bebre me wo father na African Camp.KEN North, or one of the key founding members of the MPP, and all our family members we are all MPP.
Okay.
Intino MPP is mine, my blood. Okay. Intino I've never ever seen myself as an NDC person.
All right, now ma yemra wo NPP party ni mo. Ma mindi kan okay, yeah, I know the bebe later. Medical Busau say we are communications deputy communications director Emma NPP as a party. Ye nyina ye nim say emre enson ye a ye beka say ebi osimesi ana obenten ana ye de no eko 2028. But ye hu ya na NS Owusu Bempah atiesima or granting interview say Canada Japan SSoko. E dey ntina we yes adwuma.
You see, Minia, yeah, politics are yen kanukre. It's not about say yeah politics na yeah kro the John na yeah dada ye ho na yen kanukre no magana fu hu. Journalists and be approach me. Right from the time where ote say MPC biako radio station biako declare almost support. Then time and again journalists will come to me, I'll tell them no, listen, I don't want to talk about it, but it kept going on and on and on. Different people declaring for various political evil. I declare my own. Now, when a journalist in the Bible, Obusa me question. Say MPP, dear, and you didn't come far, and you might be brilliant. What said, I mean, yeah. Till he got to a point that he wanted to ask me what is actually happening within the MPP. To me, make examples be bring ne yeba be wie no ana me say let's call a spade ye onyoma be bre wo ma ye feli ya yentima wini na me Owusu Bempah kra de ma ye me nwanwa enei edaso ye me nwanwa and they say people see my face just like you interview me obi on me TV so me nam petrol station no waba nipa bi nipa kuo kakra no mo teke no maba Owusu Bempah de ntia yanko to aba ne say mo anfa candidate aye pe amreye God is my witness we do marketplace o to aduane no maba apapo mo de mo nkoso ala mo nya de mo pe de ye pe no mo anfa amreye aye nto aba. This is in Ashanti region. Then you go to somewhere in Greater Accra, ujina baby obi be hu anim supermarket baby no be approach you minu amunyire mo na mo fa candidate for fire pemre you ne beto aba. Everywhere that I go, me cousin ba kokra de me no di nkomo ana me ka na ofu se bia meboa. One time I was with him petrol station in Kumasi. God as me cousin me bua nya me twia me ka. And ani par buy. Oba na no sha se so okasa. And I'm sure that prayer make his own tea. Or see, Mr. Bempah, yeah, abano yeah, this time round, or say, more, yeah, you know, more for Kennedy, Japan, and Madia, yeah, Twaba. Tipe na me say, look, I say, okay, I feel my Jew the person, I say, man, and it's been going on and on and on and on. Me obia. Me a grassroots person, maybe to be job every bobo me fa ni panan kasa bano be cancel no chiro say this is what they want. I was in New York I mean Times Square me call Ghana for bed 10 different people. This is what they are telling me. Say one fast sumesi ama ye toaba. And so I was just trying to draw the attention of the whole party and the whole he said look, this is what the ordinary people are saying, especially the party people.
Sankomoya woni me ADA and Kofone approach you. Is it before 2024 elections? And
after we have finished election, I have to aberia. Okay. Ye nyina ye lusu a ya kotena baabi no e na omo ka. Se o ma hu ye se ye lusu. Eti omo hu na na mabontia. Every day in a day traffic when I am driving in traffic. They will call me and will tell people will be calling me on my phones. Emu ahemfo, emu mpenifo, emu drivers, emu different people from different walks of life. It just sat down soberly. I said, hold on a minute. This is very serious. It me catch a host to say, "Oh, ankasa obetimi akọ no akọ ye wo ankasa wo empirically." No. Paul Adomochi frames up so him interview. Because Paul, before you do that, go on the ground. Pick average person in any constituency, average person, and just ask them, say, MPP, which candidate do you want? And you see what they will tell you. The ordinary Ghana. Ebi anamena meti different and need dia minim and a different samanfobi na mshia omu dia minim. But that is the reality, and I'm not lying. This is not the first time. Many first person I hear to aba. Ebeka 1 month tami to aba. Mebeka chair national executives, including chairman, to be said there's our party in Ashanti region. Ashanti Force woman to aba.
And you saw that.
Misomo, one person or a communication director of the party, communication. My friend 1 month to one funny phone. My brother, me and the people were they came to me say they came to me say but they won't vote. Why not go friend go catch
me call a whole regional chairman and chain echo born man.
Me chairman man. Only also be 2 1 more. So no catch also be 2 1 more. But the campaign was revolving around a group of people who was running the whole campaign.
Anya MPP for nya na mo ye.
Asema make catch say ye ni campaign team ho. Campaign team go friend why no go born man. O frɛ obi a obi afa ne phone. Now, if me born and bred in Kumasi, somebody who everybody can identify me in Kumasi say asumasi we maame ni ni maame ne nana ni yabusuafo ne na ma obi anim utisi amokoma obi nimme utisi Ashton wa nimme utisi Asafoa any all the places no obi fini krom so your communication director or Ashanti region ako incite Asante som kotwaba without me being part of the team.
Obviously Yama won't play 2024.
That is what I'm telling you. That is what I am telling you. And you be brave no me pese me jump the gun. But the point is that there are so many things that went on now. Meaning information. Say they make a choice. I want to support my argument. Say before the elections, this was first one I'm kind of after the election. This one before the elections. Apathy, kasa amanfoka, and then nyoma nankophobia. Nesenki dealing with it, yen dealing with it. Bebre kwa.
Kasa ni bini ni awa.
Kasa ni bebre wa minti binkanwa. Because it's not the best.
Into who said because of Sanya money and who said MPP Belusu elections.
Maybe listen to me. Me personally, me 1 year before election, I was not comfortable. We are going to win the elections. Ask me why, and I'll tell you why. First of all, minya intelligence. And people don't. That's why I'm saying, Bempah, if you underestimate me, you underestimate me at your own peril. Maybe my example, and you will support it today, right now. And now your producers here know you now also will support it.
Okay.
1, 2 Oklahoma said there was an Airbus issue, and Bempah wanted to go to Mahama's house. One day.
Mete.
What thing say? Catch me.
Catch me. Mete. Yani say. Owusu Bempah kan ho asem say Airbus no ye were government official one be board John Mohammed and
no that's the latter stage and then they say this boy want to group a young man to present a petition to John Mahama in his house. We are journalists, you are short memory. Short memory.
Mini short memory.
We are Ghana for now, John Mahama can.
Mini short.
What happened there in Mahama's house? That week, you know, DNC. Just tell me. No, just tell me first before I tell you why. They say, tell me what happened.
Let me know the reason why I'm not.
They say, one the Gromana who say, and this is what you think. Kuntima, Kujina, Mahama fears and me baho be prime obukumi. Want it. Now the Groma.
Me who ye.
Now want it.
Me who ye.
You see, as a politician, you need to always identify the strength and the weakness of your opponent. If you don't know the strength of your opponent, you can never go to war with your opponent. You're really less, you know. What did my man started before? And everybody who is watching me today, who were the key figures? I know Mujira Mahama Film Kuta Kuntima say, Omuba, Meme Bawa, they will deal with me. Mention one name. Is it not Basintali? And a group of young men in NDC.
Exactly.
You're true about you, one and they persecute two more. Your bobo resource, you also chase them. They were there chasing every MPP person in this country.
December.
Is it not Basintali? So, Owusu Bempah, me a prophet, and I'm here. Me a strategist, and I'm here. Why did I have to get up? People were insulting me. Why is all people were attacking me, including even my key executives within the national executive. Say Mimi good party no. They said because they don't understand politics. They don't know anything. Is it not the same Basintali and his people? They say tie asema Americano tie the Americano tie. No, I was vilified. National security for and they stop me. They call me to national security. They cannot guarantee my security to go to John Mahama's place to present a petition. Now the Chroma and I produce now here.
Now the petition, you know, air command say on your day.
Airbus once a year, but it's a political strategy.
Okay.
Because we are talking about corruption. We are talking about how we know NDC. Mahama said they come from a revolutionary background, and when it comes to unleashing violence, nobody can beat them. But you listen to it anyhow because we are politicians. Oh, they say, oh, you are calling a press conference, you are calling radio, so you are Sami Jemfi, argument, Sami, oh, you lied. I beat Makikabiache Sami Jemfi. Now Kofi no say no Ghana for no. You need to understand the psyche of your opponent. They were well prepared. And I wanted to know whether the NDC now say election time, this is what they're going to do. They're indeed going to do that. They were machetes.
Yeah.
They came out in the full glare of the general public. Yet national security was watching them. Nobody cares. Now all radio so now unimshe now Becky can say Owusu Bempah no na unim the okeka. Eti me de me minimum no. De me minimum. Obi anim bi.
Oti point the national executives.
But me dey come asem. Me mo obi adi. Me say me de me minimum. Me nyini so obi ni.
But na me susu say bia we are part of the national executives. Nti nke bia obekọ mo nchen e de that information na wo no. Oni o ma ko discuss na BBC.
I get up in the morning. You start strategizing. There are so many things that I do. Went we in this country, Mama, another example. Went we in this country when NDC form fixed the country.
Yes.
They were going to collapse our government with the youth adrenaline of how they're going to use the fix the country on social media and destroy everything. It took myself, only me, with the support of Owusu Adoye to crush these people.
With fixing the country.
Yes. And you Mutua, this is what I did. And then in social media catches Bempah, go back to your NDC. Who has worked to defend the NPP government when we were in power for 8 years? I was sitting in Ghana Gas. What were they doing? I was vilified every day for defending the government. And then Kofobi Titu Raiswa, they were the ones who were attacking our government. They have become an instant hero for you people. Yet we good say MPP are buying your president Akufo-Addo obit and never be a hero. I'm a Kofobi Dinechi. Are you stupid? What I say? It is sometimes on a political strategy. You always lose the fight. You lose the fight. As I'm speaking in parables. Onyansafo ne to onyansafo ase.
Entini ya kase na me ready Thomas Sankara ni quote bi ano kase knowledge alone can never change the lives of black people. We need action and courage. And so ofo say action and courage.
NDC. Nobody knows NDC inside and out than me. When I get up in the morning and I open my eyes, I know every modus operandi of the NDC more than anybody in MPP. Now now opponent now on any kokontokano. You are not going to use them. You are not going to use him. You sideline him and you want to go to war and win. Oko General, Asante Form Canitity, you don't know why. Go and read the war prowess and the strategic war plan of the Ashanti Empire. Go and read it. You will know what I'm talking about. When Ashantis captured Denjira, when Ashantis Denjira was very powerful empire before Ashanti Empire came. Also to capture Denjira, the generals now and they defeated everybody. Your party, you deal with numbers. Numbers. Politics is about numbers. We always went back to me ni pa kramo nipa 10,000 on pe masem Ghana.
Nipa 10,000.
Yes, and brokra. They love me. They listen to me. I know. It's not go out there and do your own research. Now no sa nipa no party mo boa party o defend o say we are now vilifying, so I take it position say this is how the ordinary people are saying and this something that we are reporting. Now we're turning around, go get out from the party munyini free party or kasadodo and no free NDC in the buy and on con we will be out here wise. Politics is about one vote can even change your destiny. Yeah, until you got to 10,000 votes and it me Tamils be a president. Sure. They will tell you a politician or a political party are serious. Will you be talking like that? Will you allow your supporters to talk like that? Will you allow your supporters to talk like that? It will take a novice politician to talk like recklessly. And then NDC has taken a shine in every fabric of Ghanaian politics. You know why? Our ratings, we don't go nowhere near them when it comes to their ratings. Let me tell you why. They have appointed every fucker in every fabric of our society. Oko omo showbiz industry ya appoint to be MPP mu ankabe ku Santana ko benya post say obey deputy CEO for yi. Look at MPP appointed. Forget about what I'm saying. me de no so de me ka cho ne say wo hwemu a the youth omo buy omo bedi dwomahama echi omo do omo re no omo blood fight ma dwomahama be president what point omo nyina if you are youth now person about politics ma which political party will be attractive to you me busa question
sani aniama keka ko ide se ba bia wo ani da so na na ba
asema make no everybody is fighting for their interest in politics enti we party ni na se wo na wo kura no nipa no wo mu a wo boa no so mfiri mu wonko na obi a no free baby obedwane na nse o hwe de we ani o masi ko na o ye bibi kito bi na reward no do you think the rest of them will Pabbo can say was say insure ira for kremu ama ne besia ira na nafu bebi otizungu no obede
and this is who say in terms of numbers MPP as a party ehia
no because we are our own enemies and you show any politics no doso
MPP
yes we are our own enemies and I will say it and say it as it is a leadership for they say we are asema make 20 they make we are our own enemies we are our own enemies anyway so many ways and we need to be very careful and trade cautiously as a party we must come together say you come together now as a party no more being chena dwene yes democracy is about can be na mean can be what do I say now be chena dwene you want to suppress the person
so man suppress discipline committee for free no
asema make canon ti ase enu dey let's leave that for another day
no
let's leave that for another day. You saw the press release so let's leave that for another day. They say
original
suppress or whatever let's leave that for another day. Busa another next question. They say let's leave that out for another day. Let's talk about something.
I also want to know
about what
me person who said Diana ya dey suppress I mean because meaning say MPP
after this interview have you seen the vilification by certain botched individuals in the media circles that almost attacking me personally? Haven't you seen some? Haven't you seen the vilification of certain botched individuals on social media? You tell me attacking Ubi. Now, me
social media.
Yes, I listen. It's not the first time I have seen this. It's not the first time I've seen this, and I'm not somebody you can just sway on the ground and say "Ubeka bibi na me, ya ana ashimi and me tria kwa minti radio."
So as a strategy,
me no tie me kacho, me no tie. Me interview we are minti radio for about 2 weeks.
Mate,
you know the own way what you say oh can't me on. I don't care because you make can want to know what I'm saying is the right thing. I don't care.
You are still part of the MPP
party. Of course.
Until then also say party no ebeye at 2028 we bet me win back power.
The party ni bet me ya say you be organize your ho yi. You pick the right candidate that the Ghanaian people want. Omo tie wo form, omo kan wo form, omo see em form mra me bebo wa mane say omo see em find honorable candidate Japan mra. Yeah, the ba Ghana for beto aba maye.
Sana Ghana for.
Yes, and I still stand by it. So almost see for honorable Kennedy Japan akompreko emra. Yeah, the ba beto aba no. And no na me Owusu Bempah me be ka kire wo say Ghana ni bi o tie me bia no. Almost say one. Almost pe say yempe business as usual in Ghanaian politics again. Business as usual. They don't want a leader like that again. Because the business as usual out here. Leader we are better you could pen. Oh no, I can't or massage no I can't say to please the people. No. Ushe we are simua. Every great leader be our passing through the annals of world politics be they have a different way of doing things. And that's why Ghanaians don't understand Kennedy Japan. When I see him, I see a great leader in him. Because all the attributes of great leader I can tell you here. They are all here. Make mama bear 5 or 6. You can see it in Kennedy Japan. Every great leader walk the talk. Okay, say let me say my head from maybe do a that way you see and before putting in see no sin for. He walk the talk. Kennedy Japan is another. Me boy. Every great leader is prepared to take the necessary risk. Damn the consequence. Only the only person with me tackle on one political party when they are going wrong. Is it not a necessary risk? How many leaders in MPP can do that? okoka na papa yo kasa dodo. Every great leader has integrity. Kenejapo obetima gina necessity but onye corrupt. And you can tell everybody onye corrupt. He is not corrupt. You cannot corrupt him. He is not corruptible. Since when? And wahunu.
But
Manu Naso, maybe he has empathy. Empathy. Great leader be our empathy. Or wahumo bromenipa. O shenanum kura no de mau. Tina da o emotions. Because o obi o emotion bia no wo ehumobro o wodo. And idea ma Japan kura me hunu and who's a great leader Ghana for one tinase. One. Who I am a mama. Every great leader has a little bit of craziness in them. Every great leader. Winston Churchill, Napoleon Bonaparte, Adolf Hitler. So we need a little bit of craziness in you. You cannot be a leader. Because you are not prepared to step on people's toes to achieve what is right. Ultimately, do you need to have a little bit of craziness? Ultimately, still, also, the right thing.
Sanity.
Winston Churchill, look at the decision that he took at the 11th hour to restore Britain to victory in the World War. Look at what other great leaders, Napoleon Bonaparte, Adolf Hitler, during the Nazis war. Go and see, go and read it.
And do you think
Canada, Japan has that attribute.
And it's a good president.
Of course, yes. And Ghanaians need that. You need to be disciplined the system. You know, that's why a cabinet member not doing kwase obey you ready. He will sack you. That is a leader. Now Tiano Kennedy be who now din some fun ha. Oba fa ready. Wo so unim smoothness level. Unim baby a wugina. Everywhere kai no man FM bia unim say mistake wa ha. Kwame akompe ko Japan on fa ho chew. You know. Me nina nanti so many years. I know not to overstep my boundaries. Minim eshema dwenimu na menene nam. Minim. Etino leader no, that is what we call a leader. A leader who will put his foot down and tell you, Jack, tomorrow this is what is going to happen. How many of them? It's mama way just a slight example because of for want of a better time.
And so you can tell me, sir, within the MPP, obiani wa okuta such than Honorable Kennedy AGYAPONG.
You see, every Ghanaian see a little bit of themselves in Kennedy AGYAPONG. Every Ghanaian. Every Ghanaian. Every Ghanaian. Every Ghanaian. Why? A young boy from a village of Asindompim. Poor background. Walk 18 miles to go to school. With no hope from anywhere. And from Asindompim. He was able to pass his common entrance and attend the school to Adisadel College. Adisadel College no kono kwa no. Yeswa the trunk and ye diko see our glass money adeno koe. Ofri ono. Adisadel College he pursued the course and he came out with clear distinction. Owie no yes obey no kono ko bi obey also obey hustle. Odi ase okopie mu gidigidi kopie mu Germany. Germany no washing kukuom, odwan kukuom. How many Ghanaian life cycle na mabobo no? Village boy, traveling, market woman, obeton PK, upon school, I know about beton PK, okokumlemle, ocean lifestyle. Every street boy, be a Ghana, BR see themselves in Canada, Japan. Every family, BR see themselves in Canada, Japan. Every burger, BR what to Kwakwa Broche, BR see themselves in Canada, Japan. Or BR what BR Jumo, businessman, when he started building factories and started helping people. Even US visa lottery, a man crofo kwa broche, why be biabi? Why be? Ewo abrabum. Eti day pan, I'll bet with beating as a president. So when he sit down and is given the position as the commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, he knows what time it is, and he will handle this country better than most of the leaders.
All right, mene Ernest Kofi Owusu Bempah Abua Papon ana mene no edi enkomo ewa ha na mene o ekasa say news anase breaking news ababe pie ewo eye abeka yensa ene se Honorable Kennedy ohene AGYAPONG ene Anas Aremeyaw Anas omo case na nse pie wo US court ebeto se ya award eye $18 million said the man no ne eho enkro no ba nyina no me no ekasa sese court no sasika no eya de a wo mo edi hu nkomo wie ba bia ba be gyina no $500 ena eho ena aba be dru sese ya eno ne defamation cost wo mo awarded de ama eye Anas Aremeyaw Anas $500 and omode aba as against 18 million na nkofo ekeke kanti baby aba abegina eno no nti de gina ono no enti sa na etie yeguso monitor situation no me sure say enwumre nyame ya adoma ye evening news no no details no ebeba na afei yato aso akọ yenim ewo ho $500 and ye kan ho asem ewo ha enti sa na etie now Ernest ma yensanto ayen komo so na yenhwe ni sei me kai se before 2024 elections no wunua omanhene a owo Sompa FM Okumase eya ade bi em se otena ni show no so anopa eno bie phone line se between Kennedy AGYAPONG any other candidate no why ena mususu se MPP e de ne ba ye beto abama no obi amfre na onvoti ena we frɛ no wabo we din we frɛ no waka we obi frɛ si we me call enzema baby and so the same thing as I echo so ni nyina no you could see say majority no pinpoint say Kennedy ohene AGYAPONG ena we say oba ofo say ebre na anu ani ebre na
go and read Musa Dankwa the first report of the Bawumia. Go and check Paul Adomochiri interview with Musa Dankwa.
Musa Dankwa kachire ne say
all the reports about Bawumia depicts the fact that anytime they change the other candidate, I don't want to mention names, and bring Kennedy AGYAPONG, vote to not appreciate it. There are so many things that comes into play in this election, and we don't want to go back and make that mistakes again. Some mistake can be as a party. If we want, then we are not smart enough to go and win an elections.
Sir Kennedy AGYAPONG and head the MPP party now. Not just money more power.
Yes, of course. That's what the ordinary people are saying. No, not me. Me count. Me, I don't speak for myself because everybody sees me on the street. The omoka and a Ghana for the to about and a political party. Unless we want a presidential candidate. Unless we want a presidential candidate for our party, then we can vote for any candidate. We don't have a problem as an MPP. See a presidential candidate keka, yenkotumo biya. I know there nobody has a problem. But say a president near capture power in 2028, we need to go for Kennedy.
Who MPP party near when I'm more sa mienu na
wa me maka me die na me ubusa me maka chiro say Ghana for so mo pe Kennedy AGYAPONG, and that is where I stand, and I've told you I'm not a coward. What busa me maka chiro Ghana for no na ekoto abama ye what you say Ghana for na ekoto abama ye. And to those people who think, oh, you had to wait for 4 years, and you know, you didn't call 8 years, you had to wait by 8 years, and continue on. The dynamics are different. Dynamics here different. Different crowd. Let's look at the data and statistics and demographic, ethnic, religious, all demographics. Statistics, resource, say Kufuado ne Kufuo ba those demographics no play a role and play a role.
Enya no kwese Kufuado ene Kufuo omko two times and some
no example say there are certain ingredients that played a role did not play the role in Kufuo and Kufuado.
The same ingredients didn't play role
Kufuado lost almost won the first round of the elections in 2008. 49 point something percent, and you compare that to this abysmal performance.
Or say we are 41.
My God, trust me, it's never happened in the history of MPP politics. It's never happened. What are you talking about? There are so many yes, you trans as a party. See a dear one or crepa near fast statistics. Any data, no near data ni no crash. There is something fundamentally wrong. For the first time, 2.1 million MPP voters on Tuma Kufuado. And man, we need that time. Almost say reshuffle. Reshuffle. Kufuado didn't do reshuffle in 2020. He didn't do the things that they are talking about. Now, man, for economy, no one wants but he won by over 500,000 votes. Well, you know, 2.1 million and Twaba. We should go out and find out why. Why can't we go out and do simple logic? And who be na man for frame kachiremeno? Ebi wo ha minti radio isu nka. Now your coach now kobobo. Now call park so. Now the system call 4421. And I call it. Ni a show bear 12-0. Your good team na ni mo ase. Osa return match na san kwa koba. What for the same coach, the same player, the same tactics. O dia coach na park so the kobobo. You be show gu ani mo ase. Because that is you don't have a strategy. If you have a strategy, you won't do that. That is what is happening. Ghana for me and Camp people and Kano Krencha said something went wrong. You don't need a rocket scientist to tell you, say, something went wrong in 2024 elections. You don't need a rocket scientist to tell you that. We don't even need Professor Maokwe committee. That's why I was telling you, say, me Owusu Bempah MTA, and your mom for their mom information, I'm the mom, can be chiro, we am showing to make me pay nintoma. Achiro say, this is what Ghanaian people are saying. Almost say, Yemfa Sume Simra. Yedeneba ombeto ba mai
enti mene Ernest Kofi Owusu Bempah ana mene no edi nkomo menim se utie yen ewo Oman FM so afia santimantem nso so Ash FM and then 90.1 enso so Nap Radio mfimfini mantemo asemfusu precisely sanso so ana wodi wani chemu Facebook ene YouTube nso so a o share o next 2 TV GH ya ye guso a ye
obi amebo candidate
say ba wo mo obi adi say so mo obi adi
ni obi atem
ni awabo ni din ye Kennedy Japan pe and wabo ni din.
Yes, I'm here to speak what the Ghanaian people are saying. This is the voice of the ordinary people.
Nti ebeda na sa news we areche
communication director now we are communication director and now can the communication director no the Ghana for catch them communicating to me and I'm communicating to my party people. It's my job. They don't know. Me ko abontia Ghana for catch them so Owusu Bempah ko catch them on for say Mumfa Kennedy Japan mra de beto abama. Ma better radio so na me ka mo se mo suspend me. What be that? I am communicating. Job na mo de ma me say communication director. Ya call election ye lose. And a Ghana for communicating to deputy communication director on your grassroots person. Almost a catcher or party for no. And I'm communicating. I am communicating. Am I not communicating? Me say party way. Ghana for se Mumfa Kennedy Japan mra ye beto abana. And I'm communicating as a communication director. And I will continue to communicate. And I'll communicate till God comes. I will communicate. I'm communicating. Am I not communicating? So what is the job that they are talking about? Say, we are communication, national executive. What is that supposed to mean? My job is to communicate. You are talking about your lusu poto. Your lusu basa.
Is that the way, sir, as it's all communicated to
is that what is the way? Do they have a formula? Party, your common goal, they say, you be political power. The ultimate goal of MPP and any other political party is to capture political power, right or wrong?
Right.
Now, you lusu. Ghana for no more to about me stakeholders, no more party for no say. Owusu Bempah ko catch your party for no say. Mumfa candidate to emre ye ni ebeto aba. Ye ntia ya nto ene say candidate na mo de ba ye no ye mpe.
we are deputy communications director.
Self
partner radio so answer.
Now what is the
media?
What is the
officially now fan concoma executive.
Professor of communication. You can tell me what to do, the medium to use to communicate.
But enuntina party executives so
my brother, that is absolutely ridiculous. Me a communication director, deputy. Media ni se medin sempanwa say ye boni o say di o fa party won. Me no obi kan se obi di bibi ba be wo nuani. Na ayade a be ha wo nuano na ubegina bonte abohu de wuru. What is wrong with that? What is wrong with that? Me communicating, my job is communication director. I'm communicating what Ghanaians are telling us to do. And that's exactly what I did.
Well,
it's up to them.
They so much suspend you and I say,
my brother, don't even go there. Don't even go there. I want to go there and the interest. Me say me communicate Ghana for see. Yemfa Kennedy Japan bra. Ye de ne ba o me yebeto aba. End of story.
Ohun say Kennedy Japan be win power e de ama MPP keke. And ohun so obetima asese on mine.
There be and obetima win power. Obetima chi or a transformational leader. I've told you the attributes of a great leader, haven't I?
You can have the attributes. Maybe the adwuma na shon san wa bonu bobonya.
Sebi you dey keto man no a otimi ehwe so yie no. O de kese man obetima Ghana and they ha emabunu a omani abre agencies for etimi babe kachem so Owusu Bempah Kennedy Japan no ye nim se papa no obetima bi adwuma. Ye problem pa ye wo youth no e adwuma. Watima create jobs are offer nipa over 7,000 people. Ghana as an individual. Na bra ba wabo from transferring from this to this, you know. Ye nimse sa papa we ni the 2 million manwa. Obetima create job opportunities for millions of youth out there. Many people will come and promise they will create jobs, and they never give anybody a job. And Kennedy Japan no no. No munim so obetima create jobs for the ordinary people.
And offer say Kennedy ba a party na wo party mu na wo hu no. Obetima solve
spontaneously. People will willingly. No ne do no ye organic love. Tio there's a difference between obiko baby na fanfu utisi form ye meet and greet. Now share me say me Kennedy Japan. Eko Swami magazine with our candidate. Obi oko ye bia hu ye. Are any Swami magazine. You join it, it is possible by a course Swami magazine. We saw it with our naked eyes. As a politician and as a strategist, I saw it. A domino or bar, the way they will move towards him is different from everybody else. Are you Opa says here, Obajun watching Amakane Japan TC, Medina Jomo, and any other politicians in TC Jomo, I heard the organic love. What are we talking about? That is what Rollins had. That's why I was telling you that in leadership, me have been around great leaders, and when I see a leader, I see one. I told people, and people don't get it. There's a natural, spontaneous action and love for you as a leader when the people like you. You cannot do anything about it. And you're ordained from God. Nyame ne dema. Etina santifobu bebe se nyame amo safo hini. Now pray kofa hin chesha. Obia somuda. A very profound word, a bekesia, Yamen Nanambu editor. What is my mekan? Because Nipano or who be mu as a leader and son or Betrian Beon or Benyo Dobiam or Benyo Pepani to watch it, why Bibiama. That is how they behave. Leadership, that's how it is. And you know, the Bayer as a party, no. What they share in 2000 and the year 1992, Professor Dubois Hekoya. Almost share say he was an intellectual, share new money idea na fi new money say they need somebody who can connect the same connection with the grassroots. They saw something different about J.A. Kufuor with the ordinary people, spontaneous reaction, spontaneous love for that individual. J.A. Kufuor, you saw it. Dynamics here different. Different. Eti yen can no clear and say I'm not here to talk about even other factors. I'm not talking about religion and all that because
Makokwe committee at the abase certain policies within Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia kan ho asem.
Sa wo hu. No bia ye say mayenka Makokwe committee ho asem a me Owusu Bempah ye pe me ache me awe no. E na Dr. Bawumia onu ye leader no wa be kan ho asem. Sa de ye no. Nti otimi ka Michael Kwe committee don't want them without anybody talking about it. I don't want to go there.
Eti mene Ernest Kofi Owusu Bempah ana mene no edi enkomo ye nche ye be na afei mo messages ahodo na amode aba no ya kenkan ni nyina nso so ede amamo na ya hwese ebere eda ya nimu no se emrema ye ho kwan na afei esese yetimi epeke mo course ahodo nso so ayahwe na afei yamamo nso so mabembi na mabeye ama bibia timi akonanim nso so ewo ho eba bonten eye mo national first vice chairman of the New Patriotic Party, Chairman Kute, Ekase, SSE, all the national executives in Indiana, because Muntimi hunu bibi Ghana for Esheshe, Namodi Amawo Muntino, Murphy, some ye Pamobia every office or Sassem no count on the again.
Or no on your opinion, say or no who say be our Murphy, and in and out of leadership, say we are the now himself what feeling. Now conscience prekill. I'm using the word conscience. A prekill says or resign. Ufu say conscience no be this as or resign be resign. It's up to you.
But also who national executives and say Oma yini and Oma fail.
I don't want to put the cat up. Of course, everybody knows that we failed. Why? Not saying it's not something that you need a rocket scientist. But if you're not being zoa, na new maybe na uncle ye 18 a man a banasa. What you say for the first time, a campaign team was formed and was working against the national executives. Campaign team no. You see, so fundamentally something went wrong, and I don't blame the general secretary too much when it comes to those things, because there are certain things that went on. It wasn't fair.
Even anyway,
I don't want to put my party issues on air. I've told you, I don't want to talk about internal matters on air. Danger no.
All right. Eti Sabato I already ama yenhwe na fe messages ahodo no yentimi emfa messages ahodo no emfa emra na yentoa so enko yenim eho se ebre so se wo se ye pick course enso so amada Roma moma yentoa so na fe yenye ne sa pepepe se de be ya ye bre no ebetimi atoa so akọ nanim enso so eho now Ernest Kofi Owusu Bempah ena mene no edi nkomo ewa ha ono eye Deputy Communications Director Edema MPP Amanyoko no na wono anso ye obi a okodu Asante Achem enso so a wo mo esu frɛ no Asante Achem akonwa no obekɔ biem
omo su frɛ me
ene
me nya sure
wonya sure sa Asante Achem for
I'm not interested in Asante Achem seat bia I'm not interested I'm just an ordinary person working to make sure that Ghana becomes a better place. I'm not interested.
But you nim say who show interest say nanka opese okodi Asante Achem for anim e parliament na oboa esesa niama e wo ho. Enti so ka say wonya interested ade na aba. Babo hu usuro.
I'm not interested.
Dey na abo hu.
I'm not interested. No. I'm not interested.
All right. Enti sawa pepe ena etie e wo ho. Sabato Ewo Studio B wono nso so are you ready with your messages eti yenko na afi yemfamra na messages wait ma kan ni nyina de oba pa etiai
nyame adome ho ye pa na so
nyame adome nso me ho ye bibia koyie de
nyame adome bibia koyie
all right wadaro ma fa messages na ma ye
okay internet me YouTube and WhatsApp and everybody me start with YouTube there no and I'm a New York say let Ken be Ken. Greatness, or say, hate, no Ken, no vote. No way say, Ken has it all to lead this country. Ken can do. Richard, say, Honorable Ken is coming 2028 for sure. I'm a New York, say, Ken is the best for NPP, Ghana. Greatness, say it all, and our born in sem, and the love emoji as I come home. Heart, Nasa say, hello guys. Ira Adwa say, let Ken be Ken. J Owusu say, no Ken, no vote. Nana New York say, God bless this guy. He's telling the truth. And I was say, Abinade that say, at Bodic Rutherford, Nyako say, Ken is the man. PhD, we are coming. Wiseman Board will say, let Ken be Ken. Ama Francis, we are waiting for Honorable Ken 2028. Nana Nation say, please stop lying about Sami Jemfi. Your boss can't don't lie. Man Lizzie say, Ken all the way. Ebenezer Dia say, Albert, I cannot wait to fire Sami Jemfi for giving out dollars to Agrada live from Manassas, Virginia. No, this area as I come. Derek Tefo say more fire. Bodybuilders for Ken TV. Or say Sami Jemfi gave his money to Agrada, so I don't see anything wrong with that. And also so I don't know buy. Was Abinade da say or reply to bodybuilders for Ken TV. Or say had it not been in the era of NPP, what would NDC people say? This is what the country is not. This is why the country is not moving on. Abinade da now say I second you at Albert. They will not do anything. They will only advise him to be extra careful next time. Tani Joe say this time God will speak for Honorable Ken to come and lead Ghana, and this corruption must stop. Winnie Echampo say good afternoon, my children and granddaughter. How was your weekend? Hope all went well by God's grace. We thank God for another day, another week. Hope this week will be a wonderful day. Keep it up, no fears. Ama Francis say, let Ken be Ken, 100%. Frempong Henry say, we are only talking about what we have seen on camera, but who knows how much he has shared behind the scenes. May God save Mother Ghana. I pray nature and all the gods of the land will work for Honorable Ken to save us. And also so no. Where's the say Ernest Ajimai say Ken is the problem of NPP. He can win the primaries, but we the supporters of Bawumia will vote against Ken. Tit for tat. Into obi so sergeant or the abano no. But me the American say onye nyame kwa na beti medicine. No. Godfred Watson say no Ken, no vote. Tani Joe say Honorable Ken should know that he doesn't have any friends in the NPP because it shows that all national executives don't love him. Case closed. Eunice Efiafosia say, good afternoon, Mr. Inkum. Now Ghanaians need a bold and honest and patriotic person like Honorable Ken or AGYAPONG to lead NPP party in 2028. Bam. On the bam twice. Greatness say Honorable Ken is the charismatic and a visionary leader we need to change the narrative of Ghana as a resourceful country. It is. Emmanuel Eshon say they know the truth, but because they want someone they can manipulate like Bawumia, that's why. Richard Odum say let Ken be Ken, period. Ama Francis say Mr. Owusu, you are right. Still no Ken, no vote. Case closed. Ama New York say Ken is the hope for NPP and Ghana. Ajwa say Mr. Bempah, please don't worry yourself. Is Ken we want? If they want to stay in opposition, they should bring Bawumia. Ra Ajwa say no Ken, no vote. Jerry Stevie say good morning from New York. Bodybuilders for Ken TV say today it will be fire. Wise man Boyd say let Ken be Ken. Anthony Ofori, Mr. Number 1, I am watching you from my base in Lashibi Community 17 live and hope with Owusu Bempah your show will be interesting. Isa Adam say Mechia Mr. Inkum Albert Ken City for nyina Ghana for time aso once na watch on the time no time aso Honorable Ken 2028 time no aso or the free Germany and a buy. Kweku Yeboah say anyone who claims that religion and tribalism had no significant influence on the NPP's humiliating laws is either lying or may be suffering from a long-term mental illness.
Anyway.
Emmanuel Inti said, Ken is like MTN. Everywhere you go, all you hear is no Ken, no votes. Bodybuilders for Ken TVC, hello income. Hello income the great. Mr. Income say I am about income the great.
Anyway. Until for WhatsApp no kakra kan na fe yansambra back.
Okay. We say Sami's issue has shocked his NPP fellows. They can't even defend him because of the person involved. We K and the message we buy.
Enti gina honom na tweme na mensan enkonsambre biom because ende my additional 30 minutes.
Yes.
Enti tweme wo na menko na mensamra na fe all the messages di aka no WhatsApp no wa be ma me nyina every ho. Why? Ma menko na membra. So ma yanto ankomo no so na yanko yanim. Am say o Ghana habi. Na watwi de twemu de siye de keka ko ye nyina ye hunu nyina. Wohunu ye. Wa re video na na montene so say Sami Jemfi a oye lawyer Sami Jemfi minim se wa ko unuano no yonko no Sami Jemfi a oye CEO Edema Gold Board Company no che dollars e wo montene aye he e wo Ghana sa asemi ohun say
you know what is wrong with that?
There's no wrong say Sami Jemfi che dollars no
montene. You see, we live in a society whereby you are careful. The kind of populism we would do would destroy our body politics. Everybody in Ghana knows I don't like Sami Jemfi when it comes to our politics. Yeah, or no kutado opinion. Maybe kutado opinion. But let's not lose sight of that fact that day-to-day politics are okoto obi abodu say share. What sense you see
and it's saying
there are so many things that happen within our fabric of society as Ebia or Chinebi, me a minister, Nebia, ya mami position, Vina, Makwa sorry them. Now sorry for say, Yebeto collection, I'm grabbing them now, Ebia, Ubia Chemet $2,000 and $5,000, Damson Beba for the other kind guha. Ye try me picture. Yes, you Bempah because me in a position with me $10. Once we don't have any empirical proof, say we are a bicycle. Maybe I wanna be everybody can just tell me whatever they want to tell me. I don't care. Once I have evidence, be I say we are a bicycle. Yanti Kroma na Ghana for be if you be try Musa Sami Jemfi si dan opulent one year can once. Yes, he has criticized Cecilia Dapa. He has criticized a lot of people in this country about how special prosecutor bem, but today ebi a young man or tirika mu na obi ehunu na old man nipa no sika. To me, I see nothing wrong with it.
You see nothing wrong with it?
Yes, to me.
Sir, obi a omai no ekuku $250 million. Edi amane office no.
Wako conference meba. Wako no conference mu wako hu say no auditor straight away. They should send auditors to go and check whether sell budget na edi amano no. When we are sick of free my bank kukum, that is why I'm interested in. When we are sick of you, that go for the woman sick of Mochen Wabonti. A been a man on your power, wouldn't go for $100. Yay, go, don't go there. Me, no, I stand on the moral high grounds. That is why I told about. I'm the first person I'm about to make a Bempah corrupt. And I've never been corrupt, and I will never be corrupt. Until I MPP for to be Kasano Mwebo Pufu. Meeting Ghana Gas and I'm cutting out. I was just a mere communication director. I was not doing anything. Maybe there is a issue statement, but people be jealously were sitting there on Ghana Gas and were real sika. I was the first person to come out and tell them, say, Mo BB, NBC said them here loudly. Because they would have right now gone after me. What do you mean? I have made me call or email grandma and send it. Go and find out from Ghana Gas. Mani pebia da. Ghana Gas. Per BM, money be that. Yes, I'm telling you, first time I call US, almost friend OTC, you call oil and gas conference, almost the $3,000, but I may reject it. I'll send it on radio 10 times. Me also be private. Multi-to-one, many office one by order. Be a go be a man toy. Be a producer. bibi egu TV dia ni na makosse samade afio mani abanka da sa abanka ye bi omo de Prado be sisi wo so obi anko twusu bi mani bi da me twi me car me Mercedes am de by no na me twi ma de na me baby so what I say it na me loud no people say everybody go into politics to steal. That's what I'm saying. Say obi a we corrupt be want to be in Japan nante for 2 years. Obi a we corrupt a we straight want to be in Japan nante. How long I've known Kenya Japan? Go and ask him about Abusa. The point that I'm making is say you have to be upright in society. Me also be Bawumia to be bibia and come from me ho. The others on be lie na no say ababa we be say me or better do Ghana gas. Me do Ghana gas. O boy time Abusa no. Dr. Ben-KEN Asante was the one recruiting everybody in Ghana gas. Who born dog? Now the management meeting cry friend. You see the hypocrisy. Oh, pese munia burukwasi anu enyano also what asemase. Media sanyo man de me mfa ho. E na baby omo de console tro. We are wadwe so be morality on that level la. Me nyoma me nimu no because me release bi amanfo be dwane afikrom ha. Enti wo pese e ko ha ye be ko gatem. Se gatem me gatem me muda papa. So what I say enti na sometimes I me sere. And me see me when it comes to corruption I'm not corrupt. Ghana gas manye deal hoda. Me we one city manye contract manye bibia hoda and I'm daring anybody to come out. Tina me nam hono no say me a free man, my conscience is clear. What is say bubo di say here you know NDC wana NDC for dwa no chair me. What is obi come after me? Because I am not corrupt and I will never be corrupt. What you say? Dia sema me kan tie ni pa. Say me ba Sami Jemfi, we are looking at him with an eagle eye. Mumie nyina yenye careful na asema me kan muntie ni. He went on a private mission.
Exactly.
He went out there. Maybe nim kwaso ni mani agrada no da.
Also nim no da. First time on motion.
Ana wayi sika every ne kaa mu no wakan no de amano. Ya musa ya ho Jesus Christ ebra man no koye yi no omo fo abaaso omo koto abodo no. Wose mu hwan na onye bone da onto bo omo ba no. People ebinu ya nim kofo omo ye party bo omo tam $50,000 to bomb behind the scenes. Stop talking about it. Stop talking about it. MPP, my brother, we will not support this. My friend, I didn't. He who comes to equity must come with clean hands. Me, I will say it, and I don't care who owns his dog. Way is dead on arrival. Sami Jemfi is dead on arrival. It's dead on arrival. Nobody has the moral right to attack that young man. Me, first person, I'm Sami Jemfi got on UTV. I hate abantu me no enya exchanges come blows. I'm telling you that gentleman will be any will bet me other attacking on this particular matter. I'm telling you
public official
evidence is so real sika. Who evidence? Bring it out. Let the special prosecutor deal with him. Young man Sami Jemfi too more brakra no $10,000 onya bi. What are you talking? $10,000 I say. More black crown on your no. Sami Jemfi can have $10,000. What are you talking about? Nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong. Nobody should go and attack the gentleman. There's nothing wrong. And I'll say it. Nothing wrong. And I will say it anywhere. There's nothing wrong.
On say, you see, idea ba kwa ya na
politics atie. Yeah, politics. You're careful. You're careful where we want to trade on. Yeah, say gold board documents ke se bia pio ho. Se sika bia yira. Yeah, budget no almost about 50,000 euros. Ayira ma gold bia ko pie baby. And o che sika wa bontin. That is a lead. That is a lead. Some just what one yire nyaduma.
Minim na yire adwuma.
And that be two person kire say. Jai
minim na yire adwuma.
Mamon ko. That be me ka asemo yeah presidential candidate Kenya Japan or then or Chesika man crofo or Renkrofo school fees na there be wa president no be aba no yi sika ma obi no be akotwa na o de aba be here we have to stop it right there. Let's find an empirical evidence say akwa no young man no wa real dream e wo baby a o tie no. What are you talking about? munya we ahoya me ahoya bi say me support you
Debbie
why a young man atie or a young man wa bre wa di Muhammad chia bre and people want to vilify him to get his job out of him. No media obi koswa ya me de young men in whole country ano eyi wa apologize wa hunu said oya the youthful exuberance the oya no in the full glare of the general public in our culture. Maybe it's not good. We can vilify him on that grounds, but not.
And that's what we are talking about.
Well, but we shouldn't take it to that level. See, you need
But what is the chief of staff?
Join chief of staff. We need the MWA. It's not going to help. Let the young man enjoy whatever. Let him enjoy.
What is President Mahama Ede
code of ethics? Have you read the code of ethics?
Or say,
is there any proof to be a said yes, and it's against the code of ethics? Tell me, and I'll tell you.
Now, Obia, you say, men Jessica Crown nebo ebedu 20,000 as gift.
There be no GBB or J. And
now, say, what me for BB sana.
Now, maybe we say a question say, Sami Janfi to 2% chess on 10,000 Ghana, 620 Ghana, 20,000. What are you talking about? Ye Jenica, go and check his salary. Nyoma, the man on it, Nyoma Onyao. And why your politics what dear Chira Quabeya, a bunch of medical TV, so Land Cruiser, Land Cruiser Baco, say, or two position about non Land Cruiser they buy. Menako radio so bear 10,000 we soon Land Cruiser. What are you talking about? Pesa Mama on your Dumacra Pesa Mama to become $10,000 man. What are we talking about here? My brother, Mummy and Yai Sadiano, Mummy and Yai Mwa, a brantiano. Wa bresa oppositions afena obenya baby asha said we obesan kwan kakra na busuafo so a benefit yenko ehoye akunsun ni eyinti wakasa ti akrofo yes on corruption base, and I agree on those people who think they can go, but it hasn't got to that level.
Yes, sisi adapa there by obi ehun say sisi adapa ko wieska, but the way you can
compare oranges with apples.
And they say,
here is a case where a minister of state sika bebre asho no call report to police. Na police case abem na ye kana evidence abana special prosecutor abem na be public domain here can one say it's a different thing altogether. Don't compare oranges to apples. There's a difference. Eye na sabija fu sika she nem pass and ono aso obi awia e call report to no che sika. What you say? There we have an issue. Special prosecutor comes in, gold board, the amount that amount of money in the cross watch $10,000, $20,000, my brother Fatun chain. And yeah issue. It's not an issue. That boy can other men for plane, many new hopes in Adoye, you call UN General Assembly. You for your opposition time not the business class. Now you're at the economy. What are you talking about? Yeah, what bam near the economy. Yeah, what bam or your lawyer. Not yet the economy, no, the business class. What are you talking about? Business class, I say. Bro, to me, I think me Ubusana as a political strategist. This is a dead on arrival. And we cannot capitalize on this to score political points. Oh, party move, dere. Now no mini abroad your own things about country Africa and Japan who are. Yet me and no you can't want only baby a big quackery. Jai, young co. You deal with internal matters. We are solving AI problems. You want to say more casantima. I say your friend Draso hand time fiare ho. Me say one Draso hand time fiare ho. Kobusa santini bi otitwi. No nkyere wase say me Owusu Bempah ma betra so say asem a ye kodi sami jamfi asem ye bi a chodum hu. Your friend Draso hand time fiare ho. If you know it, o sorry ba beka so obi chai. If you know you,
by a simple unity in Timamonka.
Unity necessary. Young Kasa necessary. Mintiase.
Now want to say General Secretary Trobai. While General Secretary Trobai said Mobi Ankasa.
Sami about issues to do with what is happening with Sami Jefi and Mama opinion.
We only can the Japan and Nantiache. Usunim the pa.
Yes.
Some I would say Abronya Ekekan your kind of fan.
You see,
say.
You see, we are say. So Nyame Bo say Ubekum or Sono. Anajata bruwa unya nkodi aputukurechi onyame hobo so be kum jata bruwa baby a okron you focus. Number 2 mama say bu be baako Kennedy Japan why so nwam kisibreku ata wonwuram watu akosoro apre ni minimu na mu be gu mu be friend na chenchena why na be my friend na chenchena onyansanfo oti onyansanfo ase no ntie be na mibu no kele Japan oh anomano achenchina na onwam kisibreku ata omo ya noma omo se omo ye the same similar birds uwo omo abeka se they are look alike baba kuwom onwam no otuko wiem se ya opro ni minim na wiem forest wa no ma bia ne mo bia adwane. That is Kennedy akompreku Japan. Untimi fa no nko compare achenchina. Minim maza mi bu ba tie be no. Ye bu ba tie be
achenchina no.
Me se me kasa mpani be me kasa nyansa. Me pese me hu achenchina. Me se onyamsafo ne to onyansafo ase. So ati ase enti me kasa me ozu Bempah me kasa because minim madwene mu do. Ti me kasa bebu. Mabu be. So ati ase. One for kwasi adam po kwan ya de juada kochew ti maka wi to aso
ano Ernest Kofi Owusu Bempah ana mene no edi enkomo no wabubu be na go bebre we de said ya kan ya say wabubu agu awie enti wa wutie ya ankasa na sure say wa wote ase
so wote ase a it sums up everything
ana na make na be say me church me na me church o dinu
onwam emura mu nyina aboa opuni minimu a na jataburu wa adwane no ni achenchina gina o de compare achencha. What are you talking about? And so fi obia class baby na say ye wo so bekum suno a jatabruwa so bekum jatabruwa and when you kohwa butuku
me course no hu say a plan and political plan and
it's up to them whoever plan or whatever me yetete me baby yetete me free no me maame no ka chem say self di uda no never ever bite it nti me no sa atete na de tete me no anam de bo me bra. Baby, I'm free, I'm able. Me offending anybody that has fed me along the way. I've never gotten a problem with anybody like that. So I'm always free in my conscience. That is how life is supposed to be. What the point now, make a job?
We Juma under His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo 8 solid years. Say yakase chere Akufo-Addo said you are who say what kind of leader? Because one or the other policies about Montia and you could see say mo party within the MPP party nankase mukra no as enkofo horon dodo ama Owusu
Akufo-Addo will be adjudged one of the great leaders of our time, but history has written a wrong footnote about him. The society that he came to meet, his own people vilify him like Jesus Christ was crucified. But eventually, no, Lumba Nekan was saying, no, him say, Obekum Ajenkwano, Amana Hinieni na Hinia dana Betisu Ankwanye.
Komanye.
Mansan Akufo-Addo diano. I won't just say. They won't just say.
Mental ascent church mu.
Akufo-Addo go down in history as one of the great leaders of our time. But history was rewritten in a wrong footnote about him. His own people vilify him and crucify him like Judas. Like how they crucified Jesus Christ. When Pontius Pilate was a brand team in once in the account. But his own people say crucify him. Barabbas crucify him. And a Lumba kan was say no him say Jesus obewu amane hinieni na hinia da na beti so ankwanye. Maybe
officer nkofo bia no mo within Akufo-Addo ne governance ni mo no omo
today nye omo benefit extremely on Akufo-Addo government who is attacking him that he has failed on the Maiko opposition on TV omo benefit pa wona bam pa omo dia dododo de no omo no omo kasa sa omo no omo kasa se Akufo-Addo is the worst on omo ya ludu ya ko opposition wa anya reshuffle. But have you think about this scenario? So we are Kufuadwa. Now we are leader. Now I am going to say leader beat me because say reshuffle I am. And no ma ye honchire.
I won't say
we are Kufuadwa. Put yourself in the shoes send your foreign minister under J Kufo. Anytime a Kufo be reshuffle biano. Minister no be Kufo be in free ono. No one Kufo any problem. No I join here Kufuado. Ghana for your political strategies. Me translate na me share. Maybe a Kufuado my be president. Would I want to repeat the same mistake that Kufuor did? Perhaps you don't sit down and analyze them. Sorry, I'm not kasa. But one party mo and who said most of them are ignorant when it comes to political strategy because some to honor say we are Kufuado, who are kabede. It may be wrong, but we are no kabede. And people benefited from that reshuffle now, mano. A lot of people benefited.
All right.
You 2 years, Kennedy lose 2 years. Is it not just because of reshuffle until ama Kennedy and winning? We are political science reading between the lines and check. Check this series in every hall. Yeah, the new ones, but coming in a big Ghana could join Kennedy Japan. And now who benefited? Asema mekaya utie ni here. I'm speaking deep. Obi oye political analyst. And obeti asema mekaya si. Say, Alanche Martin time, people won enemies and people went to join a Kufuado because of what the system was doing for Alan. Now because allegedly, ye yinkophobia dia. Everybody dia bufo ko dia Kufuado echi. Meboa, DCs, past appointees, past ministers. Omo nyina dwa Kufuor. That time Kufuor was vilified more than what we are seeing today. A Kufuado sat down and watch her. Uye Kufuado, what will you do? Etino, in effect, the crowd will be a reshuffle that benefited Kufuor. But eventually, when they were elected, they went and lost abysmally. If a Kufuado any opportunity that benefited from Kufuor and could win that election that he won by 49.something% a call runoff. Kufuor nya. Sa analysis no. Ade na monfa money enye. Because analysis no say incumbent advantage Kufuor nya bia and could win 2008 elections.
All right. 0240 550899 0240550899. Also betimi afre na fe yakona yatimi akọ yenim. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Ya kan say dey tie opani wudi ni we be free.
Yo, bacho me kata fi aboso kai.
Bacho me ntie o.
Sinichia menya Owusu Bempah. Owusu Bempah akasa bebre. Nanka mudi Owusu Bempah hu ya okakra. But the explanation na wa be mano. Ama ya wa me wo mani na atiko. Because mini ni ko ye coalition and free and fair against Charlotte or say any can crunchy. But you be na me frame you na onfa. Ba na me nim say ebia or fanyama bebre musa. Ne twafo samijin feet asem na aba no. Obi ani na adwen. Menua no aka na adwen no so ba me de. Maybe say samijin feet. Nyonya ye $10,000, $2,000, $7,000 no. Say who say aden na kititi no first no. Want me anya sa adoye no. Enye no ba be sa do. Because asema ye kan ne no. E asema emu. Because position na owo enye tuma e dia ma no. Enye se e bia wakopre. Oh, nye tia ene politics aye no. We dey be am slow. When you focus on mo kata say e bia the politicians that you know make message out.
All right, opani wadaroma ma yankasa ntientem na omo aka no nsunya bi why mesrew bebre what make you point away me da se bebre mbacha oba no aye ntentem no obi nso aba. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Sinupei
Let job me
mbacha kasa ni ntie o
ewe me mo mabado mabwe na me chia Mr. Owusu Bempah before you put me on na me for. Well, yes, I'm going to go to the program. I don't know yes, yes, I don't know. Some you mean I have to say no you put up na kan na say impact. You get through my over party. Yes, so Come up about one. Then you mean now, you do that. How would I say for?
Okay, ma yento aso na fe yenko yenim. Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, sir. Afternoon.
Opani, udi ni baby akasa free.
Yo, me give for free. Me kasa kumala.
Opani ma ne so kakra.
But me give kofi me kasa kumala.
Okay, kofi mi entie o.
Oh, okay. Eya bil mamu tia o. Na mamu eduma. Mamu tia Mr. Owusu Bempah. Papa waka tiye papa. Waka tiye pa. Ya misia no najum edum papa me yenam. Ai na me yenam because you waka tiye papa. Ai me panama.
Okay, yeah, that's it. Papa. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, afternoon.
Yes, sir. Sinipay.
Let me see the pain. You're from Nana Quadrin, because I got my cross.
Nana Miente.
We tell me you to Bempah. Now, some of the people don't hand them any agree. The other part is you can't rhino. I have Bantica. Ubianca Bantica. Opa, Ubia was $10,000. About the top on team. Young Connie there, my name Connie Pass, if I can go. Sika, Camupo, and you tackle to over there, Ubia, that's how we, and you have one thing, over the Hina Goofy. And Jerry Mesero, Nicato Akanya, about who's a party, a some defeated Manu defended. Corona some get rubber Ghana. Debbie. Wadaroma, a honor dear, or no actual nadrin, and tea also bachelor wadrin. Me attack no, me pacho. Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
Sinipay.
Yeah, me.
Pacho, we did baby afraid from me until.
Yo, me did to come in because of Mala. But Mr. Owusu Bempah, number about something to not some until something no always Canada. It's all a bonnet of a movie stamp. Politics na ya no ya ma ya se no banu photo mo ni se du be no wa ye into o ma pa banu o ma pa banu so me de so ni se du be no something ye into o wo power mo ntaade ana o wo position na mo ntaade e bi to yan din na ba na partner fen ho part no ga na fa reject e se ndin na part no na ye se na ye ba se nyama ye partner already aside.
Okay, ma menda wase papa me for last two callers na fe yen sorry dwumadi no so na yenko yenim. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello boss mu bodwuma nya minhira. Me pa chao wa hunyum na efe no pa Thomas to ye na efe no atamfo monye de mu be ye no. Wonu musanyu no.
Menim pa to aso.
Sanyu no aya mese mumoma onabo kana Japan why you say any agenda pa news na ba no dia boss anyum ne ma no mame why dia
mbacho mate all right, okay, ma yemfa last call na fe yemfa dwumedie no emra from hello, good afternoon. Sinupay
You can't send your tears.
Opani within baby free na yentie.
Your friend is Felix Bell. Mikasafia in kwa yilo trouble.
Okay, me and you.
Mami chani bila penny Owusu Bempah. Nyamishano. Ene wakasa pa. The efanu na mi jensi asem na hono. Wakana adwen. Mi sume kama adwen. Ye wo kromo ha. Ene ye ma mi kitili ada pa. Atam eba ye. Yen kan se. Mami awia o mai sika. O mai ni so anka se. Sika dia yira. Na so je sami jensi e supa mami say or your public finger. Minister, government appointee. Continue. Say who could check kabisa na say who kabisa wo ho. No one can check the move the scan fear. na check money laundering some you get free the car sir you be success be you see and na all position no $40.
All right. Ma menda wase na memfancy na fe okay. Hello. Good afternoon. Yes. Bajo yente on county kasayi na yente wadama. Sinopei. All right, and that yente wonka papa say namano aye bibi. Anyway, ma yemfensia na yenko ne yenso so emfemfiri opani yawie dwumadie no yawie aka 3 minutes or last message na yen sorry.
Obeso unse Kenya Japan be president share events that is happening to him and compare it to what happened to Donald Trump in America. The whole system was against him. They took him to court. They vilify him. The media was against him. His own political party people were against him. He defied all odds. But the ordinary Americans see nothing wrong with him. Canada, Japan, the same thing is happening. You see Anna's case, maybe I could do.
Yeah.
Oh, say the same thing, Donald Trump. There is nothing. So Nyamesi obesi uhini. Me see. I have been around a leader who has run this country for 19 years. When I see a leader, I see Canada Japan is born to become the president of Ghana. Opa nebode tuto. And he will be president. He will be president. Opa, udie asma meken, opa market on the MPP kofan badi the spirit will come back. Everything will change. The leadership will change. And the whole entire voter population of 2.1 or they will come back. And MPP will come and win. Because NDC wine, Mama if you are wine be the bit my challenge Canada Japan. Mama you are wine. Matis yes you don't get ya. As you don't get ya bit maybe now Canada Japan and him our elections me. Obey to me. In terms of popularity, in terms of achievement, in terms of political experience and all that. Odi washe etino ye bonya mempa ye said ye me kanwa amanfo ka kire me say se ye Canada Japan ba o beto aba ene nyoma o mo kan ne ahokeka Ghana fo kan mum ye mompa ye na as a political party no sabio obi nkojina ba bi nkoka say Owusu Bempah be kan say ene wa be kan say na wan nti we ye me na bi ne bu be o say mimpewe nti na store mu nyoma doso kana me pe kako na ope yi a me be ka me dia wo me kan jam say wo de na wo kan na e papa nti na store mu ni o ma doso me se me pe Canada Japan de Ghana fo ka ene de ne ba nti wo so ton candidate me better I was my obi din was my attack obi I have been very measured in what I'm saying. Yes obi ntimi kan se hu ni bi obi betima kan bi but de Ghana fo ka ena me ma better ha ma ka kire mo say Ghana for some for na book Japan bra. All right. Everybody be to aba. Me da se. Ma me da wase papa say utimi e ba ye. Eno ye Ernest Owusu Bempah eno no Palladium Properties e boa yen. Tabia takum enso so eta ye chi. Ye fra me Anthony Kofi Nkum Daze. Nyankopon e ya adoma e chena nso so ye be san e hia. Se de me di kan ka kire on se Honorable Kennedy Ohene e Japan ene Anas Areme Yaw Anas. Wo mo case a ye say defamation e course so e wo